himself into a state of crisis and distress, worrying that people are going to know he's a fraud and that his career is over.
He talks too much. Okay. But you do think your career is going to be over all the time. I mean, that's pretty common. I mean, actors kind of feel that way all the time. I mean, yeah. And there's a level of embarrassment, meaning you're exposed. Part of my job is actually that it's me. I'm not a painter, I'm not a musician, I'm not these things where actually I'm creating something that then I can distance myself and you can actually experience it. I'm actually the one. It's me, my body, my head, my mind, my voice. It's right here, you know? And there's something about people criticizing that or failing in that realm, and it's actually you they're talking about. That is, that's hard. That's hard to take, and I do fear that, definitely.
Is that the steam that drives the engine? I mean, is that part of the whole thing that makes you good?
Sometimes I'll set things up for myself that I don't know if I'll be able to achieve. Meaning I'll create, like Bennett's saying, I'll create a crisis, ultimately, with a part I'll take or with a job I'll take. And that's really just, a lot of other people say it's a risk. They'll say, I took the risk, it's a risky part or whatever. People say you're courageous or whatever. I think that's a bunch of baloney. It's just a risk. It's going to be a risk, you know. And that is creating a crisis, because all of a sudden you're in a crisis moment because you have to actually come through with it. And there's going to be a lot that you're going to have to do to come through with it. And then you're actually going to have the will to actually do it. And you're going to have the will to actually fail and look like an ass and probably be bad and all these things in front of people. You're going to have to actually do that in order to be good. You know, you're going to actually have to go in and start failing and start risking and start humiliating yourself sometimes right there in front of people in order to get to the good stuff.
So you walk yourself out on a narrow ledge and then talk your way back
sometimes. Yeah, sometimes. Not all roles. Not all roles do I need to do that, but sometimes I do.